So, you have a big bag of crypto and you also have your eyes set on that beautiful beach house. But can you buy a house with crypto? Hi, welcome to Casa and Key. My name is Ricky and I'm here to help. Before we get into it, I want to acknowledge that there's many ways that you could purchase a house. But in this video, we're going to specifically talk about whether you can buy it with crypto or not. Scenario number one, let's say you find a house for $100,000 and you have equal or more of that $100,000 value in a particular asset. In this case, it would be a crypto, whether it be Dogecoin, whether it be Bitcoin or Ethereum. You want to use it to buy that house. Okay, in this scenario, we're going to say that we have a seller that's willing and able to receive that asset in exchange of value for the house. In that case, then yes, you would simply draft up a contract, exchange the value. In this case, it would be the crypto. And more than likely, you'll probably be executing a contract based on units. And what I mean by that is the following. Let's say you have a coin called Housecoin. And for every one Housecoin that you have, it's equal to or worth about $1. And let's say the house that you're buying is $100,000. All right, in this case, you'd say, all right, I'll just simply give you 100,000 Housecoins. And you'd execute the contract, and at that point, the seller has some sort of means to receive that coin, probably via a wallet. Now, the sale is complete and everything's done. But prior to doing that, I would still probably advise you to get a title search on there and run title on it to make sure that you're receiving a property that's free and clear of any encumbrances. Okay. Follow up on that scenario. More than likely, you'll probably have to execute that contract within 1 to 3 business days because of the volatility in that particular asset, in the asset class in itself. So that's why we said we were dealing in units rather than a particular dollar amount. In this case, the units represented a particular value. Scenario number two, let's say now you want to use these assets as a down payment. In the meantime, you'll get a traditional loan, such as a mortgage, to buy the house. Well, let's pause for a moment. You see, even though these assets probably have some sort of value at the time when you're trying to execute this contract, you also have traditional players in this scenario, such as the bank, and you also have escrow. At some point, you'll have to wire in or send in this money or these assets in order to have them held as your down payment. And this is how this is going to play out. As of right now, the crypto industry itself is still being developed, as well as our traditional financial system. So the players such as escrow don't really have the means to actually take in those assets and hold them, right? And the same thing goes for the traditional bank that's giving you the mortgage. They're not going to necessarily be able to recognize those as some sort of liquid value or some sort of liquid asset. So more than likely, you probably have to liquidate it, meaning sell it, and then convert that into regular US dollars, and then proceed to use that as your down payment. So to recap, can you actually buy a house with crypto? In scenario number one, we said yes, it's possible if the seller is willing and able to receive these assets in exchange for the house. And in that case, I strongly suggest you still get maybe a lawyer, depending on the dollar amount of the house itself, to be involved in the transaction, or someone to oversee it. Also, be sure to take a look at the title history of it to make sure you're receiving a property without any encumbrances. In scenario number two, we went over whether we could use it as a down payment, but the traditional financial system is not yet well equipped or ready to handle these types of assets in the sense that you want to use them as a down payment. I hope this helps, and if you like talking about money and real estate, please like and subscribe.